Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Now before we get started on today's video, I wanted to mention two things. The first thing is that we are almost at 100,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it, and I just want to take the time to thank each and every single one of you because I wouldn't have made it this far without you. So thank you so much. So as I was editing, I was looking at the subscriber count and I just had to stop because we reached 100,000 subscribers. I still can't believe it. I kept refreshing the page a million times just to make sure that we actually hit that number. I am so happy, and I just want to thank you so much again. So since we reached 100,000, I will be doing a giveaway. So I'll be making a video on the details, so stay tuned for it. But now back to editing. The second thing is I want to thank all of you that visited my website to check out my brand, and a special thank you to those of you that placed an order to support the brand. Thank you so much. The orders will begin to ship at the end of this week as I'm currently working on them now. With that being said, let's go on with the video. So today I will be doing the Camaro's first oil change. As I stated in a previous video, it has reached 500 miles, so it's due for its first oil change already. And yeah, I know, another oil change video, but I mean, it has to get done. I'm going based on the GM track performance guide in regards to the new vehicle break-in period. So according to that, it requires 2 oil changes. The first one at 500 miles, which we're doing today, and the second one will be at 1500 miles. So we'll do that once it reaches that. And yeah, I know that some people don't really believe in the whole break-in period, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So let's go ahead and move the M3 and the GTR out of the way so we can get started. Alright guys, so now that the cars are out of the way, we can go ahead and get started. But first, I wanted to show you how I have more room to work under the car when the ZL1 is on the lift. Simply because it's a lower profile car, so it allows me to raise it up even higher. So if I go under the car, I can pretty much stand up straight comfortably. Now I can stand up straight when the other car is on the lift as well, but depending on which side I'm working on, I kind of have to crouch down, and it's not really ideal, but it's no big deal because I can always put the quick drag on the lift, and then I don't have to raise the lift up as high. I can just raise up the quick drag and it gives me more room to work under the car if I need to. But in this case, I'm doing an oil change and the ZL1 gives me plenty of room, so I don't need to do that. And let me show you here. So this right here is basically a guideline for off-road cars whenever I raise them up on the lift. So this first marker is for the M3, the GTR, and the GT350, and this one is for the ZL1. So whenever I'm raising them up on the lift, I'm watching out for this bottom part of the lift to just pass this marker right here, and then once it does, I can just lower it so the locks can settle right on this one here. So these 3 cars are pretty much on the same level. Then the same thing applies to the ZL1. When I'm raising up the lift with the ZL1 on it, then I'm looking for this bottom part to just go up above this marker, and then I can just lower it so the locks can settle right there. And I mean, you can see the big difference right here. The ZL1 is like 5 inches higher than these 3 cars. But now we can go ahead and get started. Well, almost. I need to lower the car. so I can open up the hood and remove the oil cap just so the oil can flow better once I drain it. So let's go ahead and do that. So I already have the oil drain lift right here, and I already raised it up to the appropriate height. The oil drain plug is right above it, and it does use a 15mm socket or wrench, whichever one you prefer. The oil filter is right there. Let's see if it comes off easily or not. The GTR oil filter, I was able to take it off by hand because it wasn't on there too tight. Let's see if I can do the same with this one. If not, I do have pliers that I can use to remove it. And I am still using the softbox light for lighting, but I did order the lights for the ramps, so I can't wait for those to get here. And I hope that they're here before the next time that I have to work under the car on the lift. So now let's just go ahead and get to it. After pouring the oil, I went ahead and checked the oil level and it seems fine. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and start up the car for about a minute or so, then turn it back off just to confirm that the oil level is good. But in reality, this is just an excuse for a cold start. So I ended up needing half a quart more. I went ahead and poured it in, then checked, and then it was fine. So I mean, that's pretty much it. It's an oil change. There's not much to it. I'm so glad I finally got through the first oil change though. Now there's just 1,000 more miles. So I'll be driving it even more to get there because I can't wait. Once we get to 1,500 and the fun really begins. I'm not sure if you guys can hear or see. It's been raining for the past 2 days and it's going to continue to rain, so it hasn't been the best weather. Hopefully it stops soon so I can take the Camaro out and drive it more so we can finally get there. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.